Hello friends, welcome back to the video lecture series of S prompts. Under this S prompts, we will be starting Strat Easy video lecture notes series on various concepts and strategic analysis tool of the subject strategic management in an easy and simplified way for your better understanding and preparation of the subject. Hello friends, welcome back to S prompts video lecture series on strategic management, that is strategy. In this video, we will be discussing on multiple choice questions on the second stage of strategic management process, that is strategy formulation, which takes place after the internal and external environmental analysis and after formulation of strategic intent. So let's begin with the brief theoretical discussion on strategy formulation stage and different types of strategies that are formulated by the firms. We have already discussed in detail on stages involved into strategic management process in our first two videos of multiple choice questions on strategic management. After doing internal and external environmental analysis, firms will get to know the existing strengths and weaknesses present within the firms and also the opportunities and threats present in the external environment, and based on that, strategy formulation takes place at three levels. The first level at which the strategies formulation takes place is the corporate level strategies, which will be done by the top management of the organization. Then to achieve corporate level strategies, business level strategies are formulated by the strategic business units, or we will say the middle level management, and then to support corporate and business level strategies, functional strategies are being formulated by various functional departments present within the organization. These formulated strategies are implemented in two stages in the third stage and then evaluated and controlled in the fourth stage of strategic management process. If you are directly watching this video and you have not watched earlier MCQs videos, links of earlier MCQ videos is given in the description for your reference. As discussed on previous slide, strategies are formulated on three levels. The first level of strategy formulation is the corporate level. The top management of organization takes the strategic decisions which are for long term, which also requires huge amount of investment. Returns, that is the benefits as well as risk involved, will be also huge. That's why these strategies are called as grand strategies. Then to achieve these corporate level strategies, business level strategies and functional level strategies are formulated. Accordingly, resources will be allocated and all the individuals working in that organization work towards accomplishment of corporate level strategic decisions. Hence, corporate level strategies are also called as master strategies or directional strategies. The three types of grand strategies are classified as expansion or growth strategies when the industry is on growth phase. Stability strategy are formulated when the industry is on maturity stage, and retrenchment strategies are formulated when the industry is either on declining stage or the firm is not performing as compared to the competitors. Once the corporate level strategies are formulated, business level strategies are formulated by the SBUs, that is middle management, which are also called as generic strategies as suggested by Michael Porter, which are formulated by developing competitive advantage over the competitors so that the corporate level strategic decisions can be achieved. The three types of generic strategies are low cost leadership, differentiation, and focus strategies. And within the focus, the two types are focus low cost and focus differentiation strategies are formulated. Once the business level strategies are formulated, the functional departments like marketing, finance, human resource, production, supply chain, research and development department, etc. formulates operational strategies to achieve business level strategies, and thus in turn corporate level strategies can be achieved through operational excellence and by means of developing competitive advantage. Corporate level strategies, that is the master or grand strategies, are formulated by the top management of the organization. As discussed earlier, the investment as well as benefits and risk is high. Corporate level strategies provides basic direction to the whole organization, and the various strategic decisions at the top management level are expansion or growth strategies, stability strategies, and retrenchment strategies. Expansion strategies are formulated when growth opportunity is available, either product or segments or SBUs are on the growth stage of product or industry life cycle. Growth strategies become a motivating factor to its employees, as the employees will get job security, maybe promotions, incentives, etc. And growth also helps firms to achieve economies of scale due to high volume of production. Growth is also achieved by entering a new business segment and as well as after doing external environmental analysis, strategies are formulated to grab the opportunities which are present in the external environment to maximize the return on investment as well as the profitability. When the risk is less and the less changes have happened in the internal as well as external environment of the firm, as well as growth opportunities in the external environment are stable, then stability strategies are formulated by the organizations by minimizing expenses, by increasing profitability, or by investing slowly and steadily so as to avoid huge losses. This is considered as the best time for better consolidation so that immediately when the opportunity knocks, firms will be ready to take the advantage as the first mover. The three types of stability strategies are: first is no change strategy, where no new investment or new strategic decisions are taken, whereas the firms continue with the old business and previous strategies. Second is profit strategy. Here the firms work on reducing the expenses, overhead cash so as to manage the profits. And the third type of strategy is the pause and proceed with caution strategy. Here the firms invest in a selected market or segment with minimum investment just to like testing the response from the market. And if the response found is favorable, then going for slow and steady investing further so as to avoid huge losses in uncertain situation. Similarly, at corporate level, in case if the firm is badly performing and when other firms are performing better, or if the industry itself is in a declining stage, then to revert back the situation or to manage losses, retrenchment strategies are formulated. The two important reasons for formulation of retrenchment strategies are: the external environment is threatening, risk is more, and the organization is not capable enough to manage the risk and the associated losses, or when the change in the management becomes necessary so that corrective measures can be taken by the management or external consulting organization. The three types of retrenchment strategies are turnaround strategy, divestment strategy, and liquidation strategy. Turnaround strategy is a restructuring strategy. It calls for realigning operations to be more cost efficient or profitable. It often comes in response to an ineffective strategy or ineffective decisions or the organization structure which is causing harm to the firm. Divestment. This means reducing operations or reducing investment on that business unit or products producing losses and allocating resources to a more profitable or performing business units. Generally, a divestment decision comes after a turnaround strategy has proved ineffective. And lastly is the liquidation. A liquidation strategy is similar to divestment. It focuses on selling specific assets or shutting down business units. The various reasons for liquidation strategy may be extensive losses, lack of profitability, failure of current strategy, absolute assets or technology, ineffective processes, absolute value proposition, poor management, or lack of integration of the business unit. The various types of expansion strategies that the organization can formulate at corporate level are: the first is expansion through concentration strategies. It involves focusing on resource allocation and operational efficiency on one or a selected group of business units or core business function. Concentration strategy might include penetrating in existing market with an existing value proposition, developing a new market by attracting new customers to an existing value proposition, or developing a new value proposition to introduce in the existing market. The benefit of expansion through concentration is that it allows the firm to focus on areas where it already has operations and a level of competency is better than their competitors. The second is expansion through integration. It involves the consolidation of operational units anywhere along the value chain to create greater efficiency and to produce economies of scale. Unlike other strategies, it does not involve making changes in the existing market or targeting new customer groups. There are two primary types of integration. First is vertical integration, which involves consolidation up or down the value chain. Forward vertical integration involves consolidating closer to the point at which value is delivered to the consumers. Backward vertical integration involves consolidating closer to the genesis of value, such as the point of manufacturing. And second is horizontal integration involves consolidating operations at the same point in the value chain. The consolidation may be between business units or acquiring or combining with the competitors. The third type of expansion strategy is expansion through diversification. This strategy involves diversifying the value offering of the company in one of the two methods. First is concentric diversification, which entails developing a new value proposition that are related to the existing value proposition. Or second is conglomerate diversification, which entails entering into a new market, either with an existing value proposition or by combining with another industry competitor. This strategy generally reduces specific industry risk such as an economic downturn. The profits of one value offering might offset losses in another business units during the difficult times. Next is expansion through cooperation. This strategy entails working closely with a competitor while potentially still competing against them in the market. Working with competitor provides both the companies an advantage that trumps any advantage or disadvantage caused to the competitor from not working together. Working together will generally provide operational efficiency to one or both the competitors or expand the market potential for one or both the competitors. Working together may take a form of consolidation of business units, mergers or acquisitions, maybe strategic alliance, affinity group or association, or joint venture. It will be a loose partnership like alliance generally used to undertake a project or enter into a foreign market. The next expansion strategy is expansion through digitalization. Here, business is introduced online so that products will be made available beyond geographical boundaries for 24 by 7. And lastly is the expansion through internationalization. This method involves creating new market for a value offering by looking outside of the immediate nation. Generally, this option is preferable when there is little room for expansion in the domestic market. Now let us discuss one by one all the expansion strategies, starting with expansion through concentration. There are four different ways by which expansion through concentration can be achieved by the firms, starting with penetration in the market. Market penetration means gaining additional market share of the organization in its existing market by utilizing existing products. Advertising is a major way to attract customers within the existing market. These customers can be the new customers, non-users, or maybe customers from the competitors. But ultimately, this market penetration will help organizations to increase their market share. Second is market development. It means to sell existing products into new markets. A popular way to reach a new market is by entering a new retail channel. Next is product development, which involves building and selling new products to already existing market. And lastly is the innovation strategy. Is nothing but developing a new product with better features, benefits or utility than own existing product or any other competitor's product which are present in the market. Here you can find images related to expansion through concentration strategies. Now let us understand what is expansion through integration strategy. Integration is joining, combining, or we can say amalgamation of two firms. There are two ways of integration, vertical and horizontal integration, in which the firms can enter in. Integration strategy is also called as a management control strategy. Integration strategies allow a firm to gain control over distributors, suppliers, and or the competitors. Types of integration strategies are forward and backward vertical integration and horizontal integration. Vertical integration is used strategically to gain control over the industry's value chain. The important issue to consider is whether the firm participates in one activity in one particular industry or many activities in many industries. For example, a company who is involved in manufacturing process would also get involved in retailing and after sale services too. Providing better services to its customer can have a better control on inventory as well as can save on cost of value chain activities as well as profit margin which otherwise was required to be shared with the distributors and retailers. Vertical backward integration is when a firm does integration with the earlier channel partner. Say for example, a manufacturer does an integration with its supplier of materials, or the manufacturing firm itself starts producing the required raw materials. Vertical forward is when the firm makes an integration with the next channel partner on value chain that a manufacturer is entering in collaboration with distributors or after sales service provider or set up its own distribution retail outlet etc. Horizontal integration is when the firm makes a collaboration with similar level of channel partner on the value chain, like a manufacturer is making an integration with another manufacturer or a retail outlet is making integration with another retail outlet. Now let us understand what is expansion through diversification. Diversification strategies are used to extend the company's product lines and operate in several different markets. There are two types of diversification strategies. First is concentric diversification and second is conglomerate diversification. When a firm expands its product line by adding different products in the related market segment, or we can say in the established market, it is called as concentric diversification. Here you can see the example discussed is of Realme Mobile Company, which expands its product line in the established market by introducing television, headphones, smartwatches, and power banks, etc. Similarly, like ITC, which is the tobacco product company, diversified in hotel industry, agriculture industry, paper or packaging industry, confectionery or FMCG products, etc., which are totally unrelated to their existing segment, such diversification is called as conglomerate diversification. So there are various reasons based on which organizations can decide to go for either concentric or conglomerate diversification. And all these factors are nothing but the competencies which are available with the organizations, the capabilities which are present within the organizations, and opportunities and threats which are present in the external environment, and strength and weakness which are present within the internal environment of the organization. So if the organizations they have their established brand in the existing segment and where they are having capacity to expand further, they will prefer to go for concentric diversification. And when the external opportunities which are present in different industries are making an opportunity to invest and get good return on investment, in such cases organizations prefer to go in case of conglomerate diversification. Now let us understand what is expansion through cooperation strategy. Expansion through cooperation is a strategy followed when an organization enters into a mutual agreement with the competitor to carry out the business operations and compete with one another at the same time with the objective to expand the market potential. The various strategies under expansion through corporations are as follows. The first is merger. The merger is the combination of two or more firms wherein one company or one firm acquires the assets and liabilities of the other firm in the exchange of cash or shares, or both the organizations get dissolved and a new organizations come into existence. The firm that acquires another firm is said to have made an acquisition, whereas for the other firm that gets acquired, it is a merger. Acquisitions and takeovers. When one firm acquires the other firm in such a way that it becomes responsible for all the operations and activities of the acquired firm, the acquisition process is a friendly. It means the firm being acquired is willing to sell out or get merged with the acquiring firm, that is the purchasing firm, while takeover is called as a hostile or unfriendly, as the firm being acquired is not willing to get acquired. Next is joint venture. Under the joint venture, both the firms agree to combine and carry out the business operations jointly. The joint venture is generally done to capitalize on the strength of both the firms or to overcome their weaknesses. The joint venture are usually temporary that last till the particular task is accomplished. And lastly is the strategic alliance. Under this strategy of expansion through cooperation, the firms unite or combine to perform a set of business operations but functions independently and helps in achieving individual goals. Generally, the strategic alliance is formed to capitalize on the expertise in technology or manpower or services of either of the firm. In case of expansion through digitalization, business is brought online so that products and services are displayed virtually. Customization option is also provided to the customers beyond the geographical boundaries and 24 by 7. And in case of expansion through internationalization strategies, business plans to enter in the international market so as to expand its market from domestic market. Now let us understand what are business level strategies and functional level strategies. A business level strategy is an innovative way for a firm to showcase their unique assets, to increase their competitive advantage, and to help the individual components of their firm to function as one whole unit. This tactic focuses on strengthening the way departments interact with each other and view their role within the company while setting guidelines to achieve their primary goals. There are three types of business level strategy, starting with cost leadership strategy. The cost leadership strategy forces a business to look at the costs that are related to the manufacturing process, shipping and delivery of the product to the customer so that product can be sold at the competitive price, still allowing the firms to gain profits. Next is differentiation strategy. In case of differentiation strategy, the companies provide unique features, better quality, which consumers are ready to buy instead of price factor. Companies strive to improve the value and functionality of their product and services better than the existing competitors. Then comes is the focus strategy, which concerns itself with the identification of a niche market and launching a unique product or service into that market. A niche market is a narrow segment of a total market in which the firm can plan for both low cost leadership as well as a differentiation strategy depending upon the need of market. Then comes is the formulation of third level of strategies, that is the functional level of strategies, which are being formulated by the various functional departments of the firm so as to support business level strategies and to achieve corporate level plans. Functional level strategies can be defined as the day-to-day strategy which is formulated to assist in the execution of corporate and business level strategies. There are different strategies which can be formulated under the functional level strategies such as marketing, finance, human resource, production and research and development strategies and so on. Marketing strategy involves all the activities concerned with the identification of customers' needs and marketing efforts to satisfy those needs by offering the product and services which the firm is dealing with. The financial strategy, all the areas of financial management, that is planning, acquiring, utilizing and controlling the financial resources of the company which are covered under a financial strategy. This includes raising capital, creating budgets, sources and application of funds, investments to be made, assets to be acquired, working capital management, dividend payment, calculating the net worth of business and so on and so forth. In case of human resource strategy, it covers how an organization works for the development of employee and provide them with the opportunities and working conditions so that they will contribute to the organizations as well as their self development. In case of production strategy, a firm's production strategy focuses on the overall manufacturing system, operational planning and control, logistics and supply chain management. The primary objective of the production strategy is to enhance the quality, increase the quantity and reduce the overall cost of production. And last but not the least, research and development strategy. The research and development strategy focuses on innovating and developing new products and improving the old one so as to implement an effective strategy and lead the market. I think this much of theoretical consideration is enough to answer to the probable multiple choice questions related to strategy formulation stage. So let's begin. Starting with question number one, at how many levels strategies are formulated in the organizations? And the right answer is option C, 3 levels. After doing internal and external environmental analysis, Strategies are formulated at three levels, starting from the corporate level strategies, which are formulated by the top management of the organization. Then, at strategic business unit level, strategies are formulated by the middle level management, which are also called as business level strategies or generic strategies. And then, functional strategies are formulated by the different functional departments present in that business organization. So, for this question number one, the right answer is option C, three levels of strategy formulation. Question number two, the strategies which are being formulated by the top management level are called as, and the right answer is option A, corporate level strategies. Strategies which are being formulated by the top management are called as corporate level strategies, which are also called as grand strategies or master strategies, as the investment and outcome, that is benefits or risk, will be larger. Question number three, which of the following is not one of the corporate level strategy? And the right answer is option D, liquidation strategy. Corporate level strategies are expansion or growth strategies which are formulated when the industry is attractive, more opportunities are present, that is for maximization of return on investment, more demand from the market, etc. That is growth stage of industry life cycle. Stability strategy is the another strategy which are formulated on maturity stage of industry life cycle so as to stabilize their sales, market share, customer base to earn as much profitability is possible. And third is the retrenchment strategies which are been formulated on the declining stage of industry life cycle so as to retrench investment or prevent losses. Liquidation strategy is one of the type of retrenchment strategy. Question number 4. Corporate level strategies are also called as grand or master or directional strategies. True or false? And the right answer is option A, true. Corporate level strategies are expansion or growth strategies, stability as well as retrenchment strategies. Since the strategic decision made at the corporate level requires high level of investment, gains and risk are also high, and hence such strategies are called as grand or master strategies. Since business level or operational level strategies are formulated to achieve corporate level strategic plans, and everyone in the organization works towards achieving corporate strategic plans, hence it is also called as directional strategies. So the right answer is option A, true. Question number 5. When an organization achieves its growth or expansion objective by giving more product varieties, penetrating into new market, developing market by changing content in the advertisement, etc., such expansion strategy is called as. And the right answer is option A, expansion through concentration. Expansion through concentration is concentrating in the existing product line or segment so as to provide multiple options to the customers and making them remain connected with the company, preventing shift of these customers towards competitors due to unavailability of any such product which is required by the customer, or the alternative products which can be available with the company and can be provided to the customer. For example, soft drink or confectionery products which are available in varieties which will be matching to the requirement of customers demand. Question number 6. By doing intense business activities in existing markets with current products and services, by increasing sales offices, expanding distribution channels, etc., is known as. And the right answer is option B, market penetration. In existing market, to increase sales, attracting new customers even from competitors by means of extensive advertisement so as to expand existing market share is called as market penetration strategy, which is a type of expansion through concentration, which can be even achieved by increasing sales offices, expanding distribution channels so that more products penetration can be done or more customers can be developed for the organization. Question number 7. If a business is planning to remain in its existing business by adding newer products in the existing target segment, such strategy is also known as. And the right answer is option B, market penetration. In existing market to increase sales, attracting new customers even from competitors so as to expand existing market share is called as market penetration strategy, which is a type of expansion through concentration, which can even be achieved by increasing sales offices, expanding distribution channels, etc. Question number 8. On vertical line of supply chain activities, or we can also call it as a value chain activities, if any channel partner acquires any of the supply chain partner for entering in new business segment or expansion in its business, it is called as, and the right answer is option B, expansion through integration. On vertical line of value chain or supply chain activities, if any channel partner acquires any of the supply chain partner for entering in new business segment or expansion in business, it is called as expansion through integration, as integration means coming together of two people or organization to support to each other. For example, if a manufacturer gets integrated or collaborated with the raw material supplier, then this could be an example of expansion through integration strategy. Question number 9. When a business organization acquires its supplier of material required for production of finished goods, this is an example of. Then the right answer is option C, backward integration. On vertical line of supply chain, when a finished goods manufacturer does an integration or enters into a new line of business of raw materials on which its manufacturing is dependent, to reduce the dependency and also by supplying materials to other finished goods manufacturer to make more profit, it is called as a backward or upstream integration. As we have discussed the same example in our previous slide, a shirt manufacturer who is a finished goods manufacturer, if he makes an integration with the raw material supplier, that is the textile producer, then such integration is in a backward side, and that's why it is called as a backward integration, and it is on a vertical line, so it can be also called as a backward vertical integration or upstream integration. Question number 10. Backward vertical integration is also known as dash vertical integration. And the right answer is option A, upstream integration. Upstream is towards the upper side or towards the earlier step. Hence, backward integration is also called as a upstream integration, and forward integration is also called as downstream integration. Question number 11. When the vertical integration involves consolidating closer to the genesis, that is creation, or we will simply call it as a manufacturing or production of value, is called as, and the right answer is option A, upstream integration. So upstream integration is towards upper side or towards the earlier step near the value creation process, that is at the point of manufacturing or operations, and hence it is called as a upstream integration, and it can be also called as a backward integration. Question number 12. When a business organization acquires its distributor or retailer to have a better control on sales of finished goods, this is an example of, and the right answer is option B, forward integration. On vertical line of supply chain or value chain, when a finished goods manufacturer does an integration or enters in the new line of business for distribution of finished goods to take advantage of retail market as well as to have a better control on inventory, sales and customer satisfaction, then it is called as a forward integration. And since it is on a vertical line, so it can be also called as a vertical forward integration or downstream integration. Question number 13. When the vertical integration involves consolidating closer to the delivery of value to the customer is called as, and the right answer is option B, downstream integration. So downstream integration is towards lower side or towards the end step, that is consolidating closer to the stage of delivery of value to the customer. This is called as a forward integration. Question number 14. When the vertical integration involves both forward and backward integration, then it is called as, the right answer is option B, balanced integration. This is a third type of vertical integration called as a balanced integration, which is a judicious mix of both backward as well as forward integration strategy. So this is how, say for example, the yellow circle shows that it is a manufacturer. So the manufacturer is making an backward integration with the raw material supplier, or maybe a supplier of intermediate product, as well as the same manufacturer is also making an forward integration with the distributor, or maybe a wholesaler, or a distribution or transport agency. So this is the example of balanced integration. Question number 15. The advantage of vertical integration will be, and the right answer is option D, all of the above. The vertical integration will produce advantage to the manufacturer by developing a better control over the entire value chain activities, as all the activities will be carried out by itself. Since now the required raw material or the intermediate products are produced by the firm, it will ensure continuity in the supply of materials as well as continuity in the supply of finished goods to the market, and will be able to avoid shortages in the market. Similarly, by lowering cost of product can create an entry barrier for other competitors in the industry, because these companies can able to sell products at lower prices than any of their competitors. And hence for this question the right answer is option D, all of the above. Question number 16. The biggest advantage of vertical integration will be, and the right answer is option C, loss of focus on its competency of manufacturing process. Here we are talking about the disadvantage of vertical integration. More the integration on vertical value chain, more diversified tasks will be required to be carried out and controlled by the acquiring firm. This excess diversification due to lack of expertise and poor control may result into loss of focus on its core competency of manufacturing process, and may affect to overall quality of product and services. Question number 17. Dash integration is a growth strategy by expanding the operations into those areas of functions previously provided by supplier or distributors. And the right answer is option B, vertical. Vertical integration is a growth strategy by expanding the operations by the manufacturer into those areas or functions previously provided by the supplier. That is, by producing and distributing raw materials to itself as well as the other manufacturer, or integrating with the distributor of finished goods so as to enjoy distribution of own products with the profit saving, as well as by having a better control on distribution of finished goods for timely availability of the products so as to have better inventory control. Question number 18. In dash integration, a company buys from independent suppliers in addition to company's owned suppliers, that is through backward integration, or distributes its finished goods through independent outlets in addition to company owned forward integration outlet. And the right answer is option C, taper. In taper integration, a company buys from independent suppliers in addition to company owned supplier, that is through the backward integration, or distribute its finished goods through independent outlet in addition to company owned outlets, that is after the forward integration. It allows organization to have a better control on its all activities along with having flexibility. It reduces risk burdens such as strikes, to have an understanding R&D activities of competitors, and also to enjoy lower cost and higher profitability, etc. Question number 19. Taper integration is also called as, and the right answer is option D, concurrent integration. When two things are done simultaneously or done along the side of other activities, it is called as concurrent activity. Since in taper integration, business organization does their supply chain activities through their own channel along with outsourcing of materials from outside suppliers, or distribution of goods through outside distributors, thus taper integration is also called as concurrent integration. Question number 20. Economies of scale, economies of scope, Increased market power and reduction in cost of products or services are the advantages of dash. And the right answer is option A, horizontal integration. Economies of scale is achieved by selling more of the same products, for example, by geographic expansion, which is possible through horizontal integration. Economies of scope is achieved by sharing resources common to different products, which is commonly referred as synergies, which is even possible even by horizontal integration. Increased market power over suppliers and downstream channel members, because the horizontal integration reduces the competition, and because of this there can be having an increased market power by the manufacturers. And lastly is the reduction in the cost of international trade by operating factories in the foreign market. So these are the benefits of horizontal integration which can be achieved by the organization. This is another way of expansion strategy. Question number 21. What can be the two best reasons why a firm will invest in vertical integration for expansion of business? And the right answer is option B. When a firm enters or invests in vertical integration, it helps that firm to achieve economies of scale and scope, reduction in cost, and also have a better control on markets as well as competitors by selling their products at lower price, faster and better than the competitors, by improving firm's competitive position and or by boosting the profitability. And hence the right option is option B, by strengthening the company's competitive position and or boosting its profitability. Question number 22. Which of the following is not the appropriate way of expansion through integration? And the right answer is option B, horizontal backward integration. On vertical line of supply chain or value chain, backward and forward integration can be done by the firms as expansion decision. Horizontal integration is a way where two firms on the same level of activities, like a distributor with another distributor or a manufacturer with another manufacturer, can integrate to expand their business. In case of horizontal integration, forward or backward integration is not possible. Question number 23. Which of the following cannot be an advantage of backward vertical integration? And the right answer is option B, that is reduced business risk because of controlling a bigger portion of overall industry's value chain. Firm's performance depends upon the timely supply of materials from the suppliers and distribution of finished goods by the distributors until the product is delivered to the ultimate consumers. Thus, backward integration reduces the risk of uncertainty due to non-availability of materials, stoppage of production, and reduction in the cost due to lower cost of materials. So, backward vertical integration does not allow to control on entire value chain. Question number 24. When a firm does vertical integration as a decision for expansion of business, it can achieve. The right answer is option D, all of the above. When a firm goes for a vertical integration decision, it provides economies of scope, as finished goods manufacturer can now also manufacture required materials of desired quality and quantity and distribute it to other manufacturers also, thus expansion in the business, as well as it provides economies of scope, increased market power, and reduction in the overall cost of production. Hence the right answer is option D, all of the above. Question number 25. Netflix, a video streaming company that distributes and creates content, is an example of the company doing. And the right answer is option B, vertical backward integration. Netflix was established at the end of the supply chain because it was a platform to distribute films and TV shows created by other content creators. Netflix leaders realized that they could generate greater revenue by creating their own original content. This would offset their reliance on outside content creators and fill what Netflix discovered was a desire among their subscribers for original content. This is the best example of vertical backward integration. Question number 26. A burger making fast food firm making an integration with a bun making firm will be an example of, and the right answer is option B, vertical backward integration. Since for a burger making firm, buns will be an intermediate product or a material which is used for making burgers. Hence, it is before the manufacturing stage on vertical value chain. Hence, it will be a vertical backward integration. Question number 27. When a business organization acquires its competitor to have a better control on market, to reduce competition, to develop competency, sharing resources, etc., this is an example of, and the right answer is option A, horizontal integration. When a business organization acquires a competitor to have a better control on market, to reduce competition, to develop competency, to enter in new markets, sharing resources, etc., then this is an example of horizontal integration. So here you can see, if a shirt manufacturer makes a integration with another shirt or trouser or a t-shirt manufacturer, then this is an example that becomes an horizontal integration. The reason for horizontal integration strategy other than economies of scale is, and the right answer is option D, all of the above. Any firm will prefer to go for horizontal strategic decision when the industry is growing, demand versus supply is not matching. After integration, not only the economies of scale but higher quantity manufacturing will help the firm to supply demanded quantities in the market, as the firm has that expertise to manufacture quality product and is capable to manage a big size company. Question number 29. The advantage of horizontal integration to the firm is, and the right answer is option D, all of the above. Any firm which goes for horizontal strategic decision when the industry is growing, demand versus supply is not matching. After the integration, not only economies of scale but higher quantity manufacturing will help the firm to supply demanded quantities in the market, as the firm has that expertise to manufacture quality products and is also capable to manage a big size of company. Question number 30. The acquisition of Instagram or WhatsApp by Facebook is an example of, and the right answer is option A, horizontal integration. Facebook, WhatsApp, and Instagram work in the same sector of social media and were in similar business such as photo sharing, media, and message sharing services, etc. Facebook was looking to strengthen its position in the social sharing space. It saw the acquisition of Instagram and WhatsApp as a brilliant opportunity to grow its market share by accessing to new audiences. The acquisition resulted into a high level of synergy. Question number 31. The acquisition of Chorus by Tata Steel is an example of, and the right answer is option A, horizontal integration. Acquisition of Chorus by Tata Steel in 2007 made Tata Steel a new steel giant in the world. The acquisition helped Tata Steel to tap European matured market, and the cost of acquisition was lower than setting up of a greenfield plant and marketing and distribution channel. Tata Steel manufactures low value, long and flat steel products, while Chorus produced high value stripped products, help to provide variety of products matching to the requirement of market. So this integration helped Tata to provide variety of products matching to the requirement of market. Question number 32. Dash is a risk management strategy decided by the firm for expansion of its business, and the right answer is option C, expansion through diversification. Expansion through diversification is a risk management strategy that mixes a wide variety of investments within a portfolio so as to lower the risk of investment in only one or specific portfolio. In other words, we can say as firms would like to develop their portfolio of different kinds of assets which can give on an average higher yield and long-term returns and lower their risk of any individual holding or security. Question number 33. When a firm enters into a new business from its existing business for the purpose of expansion is called as, and the right answer is option C, expansion through diversification. When a firm enters into a new business from its existing business for the purpose of expansion is called as expansion through diversification. Diversification decision depends on various factors like existing industry competition level is high, opportunity in the new industry or segments, capitalizing on existing brand name to increase sales and revenue and thus profitability, etc. Question number 34. When a firm diversify into a new but related business, this type of diversification is called as, and the answer is option C, concentric diversification. When a firm diversify into a new but related business, this type of diversification is called as a concentric diversification. Firms by adding new products to its existing product lines tries to attract new customers so that multiple purchase options can be given to the customers and preventing their shift to competitors. This type of strategy is also called as convergent diversification. This allows organizations to utilize their existing resources for effective management of newly diversified business. Question number 35. When a firm diversify into a new business but unrelated business, this type of diversification is called as, and the right answer is option D, conglomerate diversification. Conglomerate diversification occurs when a firm diversifies into an area totally unrelated to the organization's existing business. Conglomerate diversification is a kind of growth strategy that involves adding new products or services that are significantly different from the organization's present products or services. For example, ITC entering into confectionery industry from its tobacco or hotel industry business. Question number 36. The dash strategy is used when the company wants to produce new products in the similar market, and the right answer is option B, horizontal diversification. The horizontal integration strategy is used when the company wants to produce new products in the similar market. Horizontal diversification allows a firm to start exploring other zones in terms of product manufacturing. Companies depends on current market share of loyal customer in this strategy. When a television manufacturer starts producing refrigerators, freezers and other washers or dryers, it uses horizontal diversification. Question number 37. The another name for vertical diversification is, and the right answer is option C, vertical integration. Vertical diversification is also known as vertical integration and occurs when a company moves up or down the supply chain or value chain by combining two or more stages of production normally operated by separate companies. This typically means the company decides to start taking over some or all the functions related to production and distribution of their core products, such as the purchase of raw material, manufacturing processes, assembly, distribution, and sale, etc. Question number 38. When a bank diversify into a new segment of businesses such as mutual funds, insurance, etc., such diversification is called as, and the right answer is option D, conglomerate diversification. This is an example of conglomerate diversification as bank other than its traditional saving credit account and loan products when entering into a totally new segment of insurance and mutual funds, such diversification is called as conglomerate diversification. Question number 39. Successful conglomerate diversification can be achieved by any of the following, and the right answer is option B. That is by acquiring a company already operating in the target industry, creating a new subsidiary internally to compete in the target industry, or forming a joint venture with another company so as to enter in the target industry. Question number 40. Which is the best example of concentric diversification from the following examples? And the right answer is option C. Ready to eat cereals are the finished food products in the food industry. If it acquires cake mixes and baking products, all are related to the food products and can be targeted in the same market and to the same set of customers by giving variety of products. Hence, this is the appropriate example of concentric diversification. Question number 41. Which of the following is the best example of conglomerate diversification? And the right answer is option B. A electrical equipment manufacturing company, if it is targeting to a different market by making use of machineries, materials, promotion theme, etc., which cannot be used by athletic product like shoe manufacturing, etc. Hence, this is the best example of conglomerate diversification. Question number 42. Why organizations prefer to go for diversification as an expansion strategy? And the right answer is option D. Diversification is when a firm enters into a new related or unrelated business from its existing business. It may be a decision to capitalize on business strengths like brand name, resources, etc. Sometimes the existing industry competition is so much steep that further growth and sustainability becomes a big question mark for that firm. Market trends are ever changing. To match and provide what is demanded in the market and expand its business as well as profitability, diversification strategic decision is chosen by the firms. Question number 43. Mergers and acquisitions, takeover, strategic alliance, joint ventures are the types of which of the following growth strategies? And the right answer is option D, expansion through cooperation. Mergers and acquisitions, takeover, strategic alliance, joint ventures are those type of grand strategic decisions taken by the top managers where two firms come together for a mutually benefiting tie-ups. Sometimes it may be a willful collaboration or sometimes it may be willinglessly. Since two firms are involved, we can call it as an expansion through cooperation. Question number 44. Mergers and acquisitions takeover strategies has the main objective of, and the right answer is option D, all of the above. The primary reasons for mergers and acquisitions as well as takeover is to increase the market share. Along with this increasing revenue, profitability and by having larger market share, developing a greater leverage to deal with suppliers and customers and have a better control over the market including competitors. The other benefits of larger market share is economies of scale, promoting its product and services more efficiently to larger audiences, and it may also permit a greater access to channels of distribution with operational flexibility. Question number 45. The principle behind mergers, acquisitions and takeover can be shown as, and the right answer is option C, 2 plus 2 is equal to 5. The principle behind mergers and acquisitions and takeovers can be shown as 2 plus 2 is equal to 5. This can be achieved as discussed on previous slide. Question number 46. The firm which will get acquired or merged with another firm is called as dash firm, and the right answer is option B, target firm. The firm which will get acquired or merged with another firm is called as a target firm. Suppose company A is planning to take over or acquire firm B or get merged with the firm B. In such cases, the firm B will be termed as a target firm. Question number 47. The firm which is acquiring or taking over another firm is called as dash firm, and the right answer is option A, acquirer. The firm which is acquiring or merging with another firm is called as a acquiring firm. Suppose company A is planning to take over or acquire firm B or get merged with firm B. In such cases, the firm A will be termed as a acquirer firm. Question number 48. Dash is when the purchasing and target firm mutually combines to form a completely new entity for expansion. And the right answer is option A, merger. A merger is a kind of expansion through cooperation strategy when the purchasing or targeted firm mutually combines to form a completely new entity for expansion purpose. Here, both the firms are coming together mutually to support and benefit to each other. The merging companies strongly believe that their combined entity would be more valuable to the parties, that is, both the parties as well as the shareholders, than either one could do it alone. Question number 49. Dash is when firms mutually combining or merging are doing a same line of business. The right answer is option B, horizontal merger. Horizontal merger is when both the companies are in the same line of business, which means they are usually competitors. Example, Disney bought Lucasfilm. Both companies were involved in production of films, TV shows, etc. Question number 50. Dash is when firms mutually combining or merging are in the same line of business, but the stage or level on value chain is different. And the right answer is option A, vertical merger. Vertical merger is when two companies are in the same line of business, but stage or level on value chain is different. For example, Microsoft bought Nokia to support its software and provide hardware necessary for the smartphone. Question number 51. Dash is when the two companies are in totally different line of business. The right answer is option D, conglomerate merger. A conglomerate merger is when the two companies are in totally different line of business. This kind of merger mostly takes place in order to diversify and spread the risk in case of current business stops yielding adequate profits. Question number 51. Dash is when two companies are in totally different line of business, and the right answer is option D, conglomerate merger. Conglomerate merger is when two companies are in totally different line of business. This kind of merger mostly takes place in order to diversify and spread the risk in case of current business stops yielding the adequate profits. For example, Berkshire Hathaway acquired Lubrizol. Lubrizol Corporation is a provider of specialty chemicals for the transportation, industrial, and consumer markets, and Berkshire Hathaway is a highly diversified corporation under the leadership of Warren Buffett. Question number 52. Mergers and acquisitions are often driven by such strategic objective as to, and the right answer is option C, expand a company's geographic coverage or extend its business into new product categories. Major objective of any merger or acquisition strategy is to gain the advantage, benefiting to the firms for expansion for its business either in domestic or in international markets by means of expanding its geographic coverage of business or entering into a new category of product or product segments. Mergers and acquisitions are often called as dash strategy, and the right answer is option D, consolidation. When two companies are combined to form a single unit, it is known as a merger, while an acquisition refers to the purchase of company by another one, which means that no new company is formed, but one company has been absorbed into another. Consolidation is the action or process of making something stronger or more solid, which is the primary objective of any firm who is planning to acquire its competitor firm. Hence, mergers and acquisitions are often called as consolidation strategy. Question number 54. Mergers and acquisitions are important components of strategic management which comes under, and the right answer is option D, corporate finance. Corporate finance subject deals with how corporation deals with funding sources, capital structuring and investment decisions. Corporate finance is primarily concerned with maximizing shareholder value through long-term and short-term financial planning and the implementation of various strategies. Question number 55. In case of merger, when one firm A gets merged with another firm B, existence of one of the firm gets lost. True or false? And the right answer is option B, false. In case of merger, two firms within the same industry brings together their resources, products, services offered to the same or different market so as to develop synergy, competency, reduce competition and achieve individual goals by utilizing all the available resources of each others. In this case, existence of both the companies remains intact. As you can see here, when two companies like A and B, they are merging, A plus B is equal to, it will become either A, either B or AB, or they can even form as a new company as C. Question number 56. In case of acquisition or takeover, when one firm A is acquiring another firm B, existence of one of the acquired firm B gets lost. True or false? And the right answer is option A, true. In case of acquisition or takeover, when one firm acquires or takeovers another firm within the same industry, brings together their resources, products, services offered to the same market, or it will help to develop synergy, competency, reduce competition, and achieve strategic goals by acquiring all the available resources of each others. In this case, existence of the firm B, which is acquired by another firm, gets lost. The reason for acquisition or takeover are economies of scale, diversification, greater market share, increased synergy, cost reduction, or creating a new niche offering. So here you can say A plus B is equal to A or AB or C. Question number 57. Which of the following expansion through cooperation is called as hostile or inhospitable phenomenon? And the right answer is option C, takeover. Unfriendly acquisitions, commonly known as hostile takeovers, occurs when the target company does not consent to the acquisition. It means in case of takeover, the phenomena of acquiring the firm is hostile or inhospitable as the target company resists or strongly opposes the purchase of its own company by the another company who is planning to acquire it. Question number 58. Takeover is friendly acquisition of another firm. True or false? And the right answer is option B, false. So you can refer to previous slides explanation. Question number 59. Acquisition is a friendly acquiring of another firm. True or false? And the right answer is option A, true. Acquisition describes a primarily amicable transaction where both the firms are in cooperation. Friendly acquisition often work toward the mutual benefit of acquiring and target companies. Question number 60. Which of the following are the reasons for acquisitions or takeover? And the right answer is option D, all of the above. Acquisition or takeover can be taken as a strategic decision by the acquiring firm. When the market is volatile, there is a slow growth or entry in that particular market is difficult, maybe due to the entry barrier or regulations. And if the organization is planning to go for expansion of its business in the international market, acquisition or takeover are the faster routes for expansion. It is also called as inorganic growth. Question number 61. A takeover in which the acquiring company or target company turns itself into a subsidiary of the purchased company is known as, and the right answer is option B, backflip. A backflip takeover is a rare type of takeover that occurs when an acquiring firm becomes a subsidiary of the purchased firm. Upon completion of the deal, the two entities join forces and retain the name of the company that was bought. Suppose firm A acquired firm B, then A will become the subsidiary firm of the firm B and the name of firm B will be continued. So here A plus B will become B. Question number 62. When two firms come together by cooperation to mutually benefit to each other by being independent, that is, no merger or acquisition or takeover, then the right answer is option D, strategic alliance. A strategic alliance is an arrangement between two firms that have decided to share resources to undertake a specific and mutually beneficial project. A strategic alliance agreement could help a company to develop a more effective process. Strategic alliance allow two organizations, individuals, or other entities to work towards a common or correlating goals. Here you can take example of Ranbaxy and Eli Lilly, where these two companies are in strategic alliance, where Eli Lilly is manufacturing insulin for Ranbaxy. Question number 63. Strategic alliances dash, and the right answer is option C, are the collaborative arrangements where two or more companies join forces to achieve mutually beneficial strategic outcomes, as what we have discussed on previous slide. Question number 64. Strategic alliances are formed through various options below except, and the right answer is option A, exporting. A strategic alliance is an arrangement between two companies to undertake a mutually beneficial project while each retains in its independence. Question number 65. Which of the following is not a typical reason that many alliances prove unstable or break apart? And the right answer is option B. A strategic alliance is an arrangement between two companies to undertake a mutually beneficial project while each firm retains its independence. If there exists a disagreement over how to divide the profits gained between these two firms from the joint collaboration, this may lead to breaking of alliance. Question number 66. A strategic dash is a business agreement that is actively engaged by two companies who make a concerted decisions to work together to achieve a specific set of goals. And the right answer is option B, joint venture. A joint venture are instrumental in helping companies establish a presence in a foreign country or gain a competitive advantage in a particular market that helps numerous companies to achieve access to emerging markets that they would otherwise have difficulty breaking into. All strategic joint ventures have separate liability from their founding member companies. Question number 67. In strategic alliance, existence of both the firms is lost. True or false? And the right answer is option B, false. A strategic alliance, as we said, is an arrangement between two companies to undertake a mutually beneficial project while each remains in its independence. In case of strategic alliance, both the firms come together for a particular goal to be achieved by supporting to each other. For example, Spotify and Uber in India. In its alliance, Uber provides the riders or passengers with an opportunity to listen to their own playlist as opposed to other ride share services that cannot match them yet. Both the firms are independent and their existence is also intact while achieving their individual goals. Question number 68. Dash is a partnership of similar firms in similar industries that pool their resources to gain a benefit that is too expensive to develop alone. And the right answer is option C, multiple services consortia. Multiple service consortia means providing multiple services to customers by two firms coming together. A consortium is formed by contact which delineates the rights and obligations of each member. The consortia can be formed between two firms operating in same industry, market, customer segment, or even between two governments so as to achieve a common goal. Question number 69. A joint venture is an attractive way for a company to enter in a new industry when, and the right answer is option C. The opportunity is too risky or complex for a company to pursue alone. A company lacks some important resource or competency and needs a partner to supply them, and or a company needs a local partner in order to enter a desirable business in a foreign market, and hence companies fall in the joint venture. Question number 70. The reasons for firms entering in joint venture are, and the right answer is option D, all of the above. Two firms enter into joint venture if the establishment or project is uneconomical to be carried out by any one of the firm individually. Risk involved is uncertain and no one wants to bear the entire risk on their shoulder. As well as both the firms have some or other distinctive competency which is lacking with other firm. Hence, in such situation, firms may enter into joint ventures so as to support to each other and cooperatively can achieve their individual objectives. Question number 71. The joint venture between two firms can take place between dash, and the right answer is option D, all of the above. The joint venture takes place between two firms to form a new venture, that is a child, and the two original firms, that is parents, may be present from the same industry or they may be from two different industries. The joint venture creating companies may also not belong to the same country, like one is from India and one is from other foreign country, and the joint venture may be set in India or in the foreign company's country or in the third country. For example, Tata Starbucks Private Limited, which is a coffee providing services, with Starbucks Corporation of USA, a joint venture made by Tata. Question number 72. The joint venture between two firms results into, and the right answer is option D, all of the above. Joint venture comes into existence when two or more firms mutually decide to create a new firm with a new name and legal status in collaboration or partnership for the specified purpose. All strategic joint ventures have separate liability from their founding member companies and can be sued or bring litigation against each other as they are in legal binding or agreement to each other. Question number 73. Merger acquisition alliances are the ways of dash growth, and the right answer is option B, inorganic growth. Any business can adopt two types of growth or expansion, that is organic and inorganic growth. Organic growth is when the business grows, expands by its own efforts and performance, which is slower but sustainable. On the other hand, inorganic growth is when the business needs external support such as merger, acquisition, and takeover to grow faster and overnight so that their strategic goals can be achieved. Question number 74. The strategies which are being formulated by middle management are called as, and the right answer is option B, business level strategies. Strategies formulated by the middle management are called as business level strategies, which are also called as generic strategies or competitive strategies, as these strategies are formulated to achieve corporate level strategies so as to develop competitive advantage and to beat competition. The strategies are low cost leadership, differentiation, and focus strategies. Question number 75. The major objectives of generic or business level strategies is, and the right answer is developing competitive advantage. Business level strategies are formulated at middle level management so as to achieve corporate level strategic decisions. The three strategies are low cost leadership, differentiation, and focus low cost and focus differentiation strategy so that competitive advantage can be developed over the competitors so as to achieve business level strategies and corporate level strategies. Question number 76. Low cost differentiation and focus are examples of, and the right answer is option B, business level strategies. So business level strategies, as we said, that there are three different types of business level strategies: low cost, differentiation, and focus strategies. And within focus strategies, again there will be focus low cost leadership and focus differentiation. So these are those strategies which are been formulated by the middle level management so as to develop competitive advantage. Question number 77. Walmart has successfully implemented dash strategy and the right answer is option A, low cost leadership. Walmart Inc.'s generic strategy is cost leadership. Low cost is achieved by Walmart by various means such as automation and related technologies and through minimized spending for human resources, low product differentiation, low operation cost, direct purchasing from the producers so that part of profit margin can be shared with the consumers by offering products at lower prices. Question number 78. BMW Mercedes has successfully implemented dash strategy and the right answer is option B, differentiation. One of the differentiation strategy used by BMW and Mercedes is the creation of auto products that consumers can emotionally relate to. In building the BMW brand, the company has succeeded in positioning its products as prestigious or luxurious. Therefore, most consumers want to own a BMW car solely for the prestige it gives them. Similarly, Apple, iPhones, MacBook, etc. are considered as the status symbol by the consumers. Question number 79. Lamborghini Porsche have successfully implemented dash strategy and the right answer is option D, focused differentiation. Some companies can choose to follow a focused strategy by seeking the use of their core competencies to serve the needs of a particular customer group in an industry. That is, few companies focus on a specific smaller segment of customers rather than across the entire market. In such cases, Ferrari, Lamborghini, and Porsche using focused differentiation strategies to produce customized products for small market segment who are ready to pay higher cost of differentiation. Question number 80. Global furniture retailer IKEA has successfully implemented dash strategy and the right answer is option C, focused low cost. Global furniture retailer IKEA offers home furnishing that combine good design, functions and quality with low prices. IKEA does this by offering low cost modular furniture which can be assembled by the customers on itself, using self-service as an alternative to having sales associates. IKEA display its products in room-like setting so that customers can view different combinations of furnitures, eliminating the need for assistance from the sales associates or decorators to visualize the setting and reducing employee cost. Question number 81. Low cost leadership can be achieved by the firms by, and the right answer is option C, managing relationship throughout the entire value chain. Cost of any product can be reduced by managing relationship with all the channel partners throughout the supply chain, as at every stage of supply chain or value chain activity will add in the cost of product, starting from the cost of materials to the distribution of finished goods until it reaches to the ultimate customers. Question number 82. Which of the following is an example of competing on the basis of differentiation? And the right answer is option D. A differentiation strategy is an approach of business by providing customers with something unique, different, and distinct products or services than the competitors in the marketplace. The main objective of implementing a differentiation strategy is to increase competitive advantage and provide customer delight. Question number 83. What are focus strategies? And the right answer is option C. Instead of going for targeting to a large base of customers or promoting products in a large segment and taking up the higher risk, firms focuses on a particular market segment or product segment so that a limited risk, better control can be achieved with the available resources, strengths and can develop better competitive advantage. And it will also help to lower the risk. Question number 84. What is outsourcing strategies? And the right answer is option A. Outsourcing is a strategic decision by any firm to reduce its cost and increase efficiency by hiring another individual or firm to perform tasks, provide services, or handle operations that were previously been done by employee within the company. In other words, outsourcing is a practice of getting certain job functions done by outside of the company. The process of outsourcing business function is also called as contracting out. These are sufficient number of multiple choice questions related to the second stage of strategic management process, that is strategy formulation, where strategy formulation takes place at three stages: corporate level, business level and functional level. Hope you like content of this video. In that case, don't forget to press like button, Don't forget to share this video with your friends and please try to subscribe to this channel. Start easy. Happy e-learning.